So you were telling me that this is the first place that you've ever had on your own. So this is kind of a new exploration of independence.
Yes.
When did you come to Dorothy's place? First come?
Around 2010, 2011.
So that's quite a while ago.
7 years.
7 years.
On and off for 7 years.
Okay. So what were you coming to Dorothy's for?
My baby daddy left me for another woman, and the good thing is the other woman dropped me off on Lake Street and told me about Women Alive.
So you came to our women's shelter, Women Alive?
Yes.
Okay. And how long were you staying at Women Alive?
Until 2012, 2011, in the middle of 2011.
So about a year?
Mm-hmm. I ended up being his mother's caretaker.
So the man who left you, you ended up being his mother's caretaker.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
living caretaker, because she didn't trust anybody but me. And then she had an aneurysm stroke, 2012. I saved her life from an aneurysm stroke just for me to find out in November 1st of 2013 she passed away from complications of pneumonia at Windsor Gardens. When she had the aneurysm stroke, I was able to save enough money to get another room for rent, but that ended up not working out because of the person that I was giving money to. Something happened and we ended up being evicted. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I had friends who used, and I pretty much thought to myself, how bad does it have to get for you people to start? And I pretty much ended up getting there because I found out when my ex put his hands on me. But because of my past, my childhood, me being sheltered as a child, I didn't know, I wasn't taught certain things, life skills basically, and I'm not familiar with certain procedures and stuff, so
hard to protect yourself.
I ended up becoming homeless and walking around Safeway or Walmart because they're 24 hours.
So when did you come to House of Peace?
I came to the House of Peace, April 17th was my birthday. April 18th, I found out that the Women Alive shelter was closing. I panicked because
that was when we closed for 6 weeks, right?
And then I ended up getting a call from the Homeless Coalition saying that there was an opening in the House of Peace. And I called back and let them know that I wanted to be upstairs because I've been trying to get upstairs for off and on for 7 years.
So this was in April of 2017. So not that long ago.
April 26th.
Not that long
I
ago.
ended up being accepted into the House of Peace.
Tell me what it was like living in House of Peace.
Family. It was like a family. You had your struggles, you had your fights, but in the end, people were very helpful and stuck by me and protected me. I felt safe. September 7th, I ended up having my appointment to get my Section 8 voucher.
So you got your housing subsidy.
My housing subsidy, and on the same day, I ended up getting this place. I was skeptical.
Were you?
Yeah, very.
I don't know. I saw you working it all the time.
Well, there was times when I actually wanted to throw in the towel. But thanks to the people at House of Peace, you, Sapna, and everybody else, they believed in me, and they told me, "Si se puede, you can do it."
You can do it. So you were telling me that this is the first place that you've ever had on your own. So this is kind of a new exploration of independence.
Yes.
So tell me how that feels.
Scary. Nervous. But in the same way, it's like, freedom!
Absolutely, not dependent on anybody anymore.
Well, I'm still dependent on people, but not as much
Yeah.
because
Still
of
your
my
friends.
because of my health issues, but that I struggle with every day. But I try not to let my health bother me, and I take it one day at a time, and with the help of God and the people in the House of Peace and Dorothy's and everyone, and they're riding on me.
So you've been in here since
October
of this year, of 2017.
October 9th.
October 9th. So coming up on almost 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing well. You're doing good.
And I'm happy to say it's different from last year. Last year was on the opposite side of the spectrum. I was receiving instead of giving in the Thanksgiving boxes, and had no place to hang out or go to.
Mm-hmm.
And this Thanksgiving, I was able to help out giving the boxes,
Giving the dinners away.
giving the dinners away, and afterwards I was able to go, I'm going home.
And you made Thanksgiving dinner in your own home.
Yep.
And had friends over.
Well, actually, the friends was somewhere out next door, but
Mm-hmm.
I took him a plate, made a plate for him, and
Giving
took it.
again.
Always giving. It's better to give than to receive, because you get the blessing of the person's smile, and you get the warm feeling of God praising you on His own.
That is very well said.
For the other people that's in the House of Peace, keep on trucking.
You did your own work with all of this. All you needed was a little bit of guidance
A little push.
and a couple people to lean on when you needed to lean, but you did all the heavy lifting. And I will remember you in particular in House of Peace, because I never saw you. If you were depressed or down, you never showed it. You just kept doing what you needed to do, just kept moving one step at a time sometimes, sometimes it came in leaps. I remember the day when you got the notice about your voucher and the apartment on the same day. Yeah, I had to look like this because you were walking up here somewhere. You weren't on the ground anymore. But it's because you did all the hard work.
Oh my God. All last night I was trying not to, because I was sleeping and I was like crying because of, like, I was like thinking of my past, and it's like everything coming together, and I was like, and you guys coming and doing the interview, and I just started crying in my sleep because it was happy tears, because like I never dreamt that this day would come.